Shadow Bee farming up, the opponent makes a very questionable switch, bringing in Defense Deoxys, probably hoping we're running Fail Stinger. Unfortunately, we are not. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back at it with one of my favourite team strategies, an ABB team running my favourite backline of Double Poison. Back in Season 12, I run Swampert, Double Poison, and I got my best ever win streak in Go Battle League, a 19-game win streak. This team is phenomenal. I absolutely love it because people don't respect them pesky poison types, and these shadow poison types absolutely pop off. Today's battles have been submitted to the channel by Place Your Wagers. That'd be a very good name for a horse. And when you're on the home of Shadow Pokemon, I sound like I'm commentating horse racing. With that being said, let's get into the battles. And in game one, we are not off to the best start. We safe switch into the B, drawing out Bastiodon, aka Public Enemy number 1 or Wallface. However, Beedrill has that ground type coverage. The first drill run goes unshielded, and Beedrill might be weak to rock, but we will be forcing a shield here in the mid game. Bastiodon, you sir, are now going to get met with the wall. Quagman can absorb all of this energy. The opponent fires off the Stone Edge. Quagman grinning at Wallface, saying, "Is that all you've got?" Bastiodon says, "Have another one," and Quagman says, "Thank you very much." Place Your Wagers now going to fire off the Mud Bomb. We go for an undercharge, looking to get even more farm, but Bastiodon double weak to ground. Still gets knocked out. We pivot into Golbat, and the Poison Trap is successful. The opponent double weak to poison the back Golbat. Throws the Poison Fang at this Gramble. We then overfarm, fire off Poison Fang number 2, high Gramble, by Gramble, back out, comes Vic, and that's going to be all she wrote. GG's, and thanks for playing. Heading into the next battle, we'll lead the Quagman into Defense Deoxys. Not the best matchup, not the worst. The opponent will have to Psycho Boost, lowering their own attacks to get off any meaningful damage. Place Your Wagers farms up, fires off the Stone Edge rocks them below half health. We see the instant shield deployed. Place Your Wagers, gonna shield the first Psycho Boost. It would do the most damage. The opponent then switch out into Sableye, and Quagman's gonna fire off the Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb, force to protect shield. Quagman, so spammy, able to reach the Stone Edge. This Stone Edge goes unshielded, and Sableye now into the yellow. Place Your Wagers allows Sableye to fire off a charge move, returning Quagman to its Pokeball. We send in Golbat. We see the instant no shield deployed on the Foul Play. I don't think we can wing attack farm down. We attempt it, and no, the opponent at 1 HP and a Dream make a charge move. Place Your Wagers, putting all his hopes and dreams on the back of Beedrill. The opponent's got a Zoomer on the back. Please, no Ice Beam, please. The opponent does have Ice Beam. You'll see the instant no shield deployed, and that is because Defense Deoxys has a Psycho Boost bank, so we've got no choice but to tank the Ice Beam, but Beedrill's made of paper. We fire off the Drill Run. Drill Run goes unshielded. Beedrill does double resist the counters. Have we got enough HP to reach the back-to-back X Scissors? Come on, Beedrill. Please be thick. The first one, force to protect shield. We do shield up the Psycho Boost, but it looks like the opponent's probably at the back-to-back, which they are, and we're going to take a heartbreaking loss. GG's to that opponent. Place Your Wagers off to a 1-on-1 start. Heading into battle number 3, Quagman into Metachan, 2 better responses in the back. We see the safe switch into Beedrill. The opponent looking to go for the chip and dip. They fire off the Ice Punch. We see the instant no shield deployed. Beedrill is glassy, but we're not shielding. Shitty non-stab Ice Punches. The opponent switch out into Charger Bug. Place Your Wagers fires off the Drill Run, forcing a Protect Shield. The opponent opts to dump energy immediately. Beedrill has done its job. We've gained ourselves shield advantage, and here comes the Quagman. Quagman, much like Swampert, as it's a water ground type, single resists electric. I think Quagman isn't as hard hitting as Swampert, but you can see it does have a lot more bulk. We fire off the Stone Edge, vanquishing this bug, back to its Pokeball, back out comes Metachan, and now it's us going for the chip and dip. Mud Bomb gets Metachan down below half health. Place Your Wagers, fires off the next Mud Bomb on the CMP type. This won't knock out, but will leave Metachan incredibly low. As Place Your Wagers trap the opponent into a CMP type, they did not win. We see the instant no shield deployed. Quagman actually survives the Ice Punch. We pivot out into a 2-shield Golbat, and the opponent sends out Licky, far too thicky. However, down a shield Licky, you sir might not be thick enough. Golbat up shield is going to be spamming out Poison Fang after Poison Fang. This is going to be lowering Licky, far too thicky's defense. These wing attacks now going to start chunking. The opponent already invested their final Protect Shield. We see Place Your Wagers, shield up the Body Slam, we outpace to the next Poison Fang, putting Licky too thicky's bulk to the test. Licky clearly is Licky, not thick enough. We wing attack farm down Metachan, and that is all she wrote. GG's and thanks for playing. In the next battle, we'll lead the Quagman into Alolan 9000. Let's see if they're a Charmer or a Powder Snow variant. The opponent on Powder Snow, so this isn't actually going to be a good matchup for Golbat if we get aligned in the end game. The opponent sends out the silly electric fish. We fire off the drill on. The opponent shows no respect. That is going to allow Place Your Wagers to maintain alignment and keep that Golbat away from that pesky Powder Snow user. Beedrill takes switch, but at the cost of a shield, the opponent send back out Alolan Ninetales. Place Your Wagers fires off the Exazabate on the CMP tie, forcing a Protect Shield back. Beedrill has done its job once again and we allow it to go down. We can now send back in the Quagman. The opponent's got to be fearful of the Stone Edge. They attempt to catch the Stone Edge onto Azam Bomberill. Shout out to the OG Shrady, and we answer with Golbat. Golbat fires off the super effective Poison Fang on the CMP tie. Once again, we found ourselves a Mighty Blue Mouse running Ice Beam, so we shield up the Ice Beam. Place Your Wagers can now throw 7 wing attacks and the Poison Fang. Oof. We got greedy. I don't think Golbat survives this move. We do not. It's now all down to the Quagman. We come in, fire off 1 Mud Shot and the Mud Bomb for optimal fast move timing. Mud Bomb doesn't knock out. We get 1 additional Mud Shot. The opponent still with 1 Protect Shield remaining, but there is no baiting. Does the opponent respect the damage? They do not. They get absolutely wrecked and save that shield for next season. Moving on to the next one. Quagman Vigoroth, 2 better response in the back as we've got 2 things that double resist counter. We say switch into Beedrill. The opponent stays in, fires off the Body Slam. We do respect it. Beedrill continues to farm up. The opponent sends out Defense Deoxys, hoping we're on Fail Stinger. Well, Trainer, sadly we are not. We fire off the X-Scissor, which lands for huge damage. Beedrill already at the second X-Scissor. X-Scissor forces a Protect Shield. Place Your Wagers could actually shield this. Commit to the full Poison Jab farm down. That's exactly what we do. And the opponent concedes the match, probably running triple counter. In the next battle, we lead Quagman into Charger Bug. Great lead. The opponent save switch into yet another Azumarill. What the heck is going on? Is this like season 4 or something? Place Your Wagers responds with the Mighty Bee and yet another Ice Beam variant. Interesting. Place Your Wagers farms up to the back-to-back drill run. So if the opponent shields once, they're going to be forced to shield twice, as Beedrill definitely is not losing CMP to this bulky blue beast. The second drill run does secure the knockout back out. Comes Charger Bug. We're able to reach the drill run. Drill run hits for neutral due to the Bug Electric type in and forces a Protect Shield. The opponent looking for the full Volt Switch farm down, which they get. However, Quagman is able to easily absorb this energy. As Place Your Wagers is running a regular variant of Quag, we're easily able to absorb 2 X's, perhaps even 3. Yeah, it does look like 3. We say switch into Golbat. The opponent's got the Grass Snake in the back, and Golbat is absolutely chilling. Due to Golbat's Poison Flying typing, the opponent's going to have to go for neutral Aerial Asses, which don't do a lot of damage. Golbat, much like Beedrill, double resist Grass. These make these Poison types perfect team partners for Quagman, as Quagman only has 1 weakness, which is Grass, so the 2 Poison types in the back operate as the perfect bodyguards. Place Your Wagers takes another dub. GG's. In the next battle, we'll lead Quagman into Gligar. Quagman does now have access to Aqua Tail, which does make this matchup a lot more advantageous. We have no Aqua Tail, however the Stone Edge does still hit for neutral damage. The opponent farms up, full sends the dig. Quagman shrugs off the damage. Place Your Wagers returns fire with the Stone Edge. You can see Gligar is incredibly thick. We farm up, attempt to throw the Stone Edge, but we lose CMP. The opponent goes for the Aerial Ace, but Aerial Ace still looking like Aerial Ass as Quagman withstands the damage, returns fire with the Stone Edge. We then attempt to snipe with Golbat. The opponent saves their Gligar and send out Charger Bug. Place Your Wagers, full sends the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball lands for huge damage. The opponent going to be unable to Volt Switch farm down. They're going to need to discharge to take us out. The opponent recognises that. No, they throw the X-Scissor. Trainer, what are you doing? The opponent got greedy, trying to save 5 energy, and then are forced to dump the remainder of their energy. Thank you very much. We can now send in Beedrill. Beedrill gets the Poison Jab farm down. The opponent's final Pokemon is Dugong, and this is going to get tricky as Dugong is incredibly thick. We fire off the X-Scissor, forcing a Protect Shield. I thought he was going to attempt to catch. Okay, let's see what Place Your Wagers is cooking up. We shield up the X-Scissor. Both trainers have a potential sack swap remaining. Place Your Wagers going to shield up the next Icy Wind. We then do send in Quagman, reset our debuff. We send back out Beedrill. The opponent doesn't make a catch. X-Scissor forces a Protect Shield. It's going to be a race. Beedrill wins the race. Is this X-Scissor going to be enough to knock out? Yes, it is. Can we Poison Jab, farm down the flyer? Who was worried? Beedrill sweeps the back line. Not only is Gligar a flyer, they're also a ground type, so the Poison Jabs were resisted, but Beedrill gets the job done. In the next battle, Quagman into Steelix. The opponent farm up, make a nice catch. Catching the Mud Bomb onto Defense Deoxys, however, we answer with Beedrill. Beedrill farms up, throws the X's on the CMP type. Looks like the opponent looking to get off the back-to-back boosts. They actually completely sack Defense Deoxys, to my surprise. I've got no idea why the opponent didn't at least look to shield once. They could have definitely forced one Protect Shield, maybe even two off Beedrill. However, it is what it is. Back out comes Steelix, they fire off the Breaking Swipe, we withstand the damage, fire off the Drill Run. The opponent chooses to shield there. Very questionable play pattern from the opponent. However, they do make yet another very nice catch. Catching onto Gelatin, so it looks like the opponent's counting is on point, however shielding decision somewhat questionable. Place your wager with two protections, looking to call the Surf Bait, and holy cow, the opponent nukes us through two shields, but Golbat withstands the damage, fires off the Shadow Ball. We go for an undercharge, but Shadow Ball still enough to knock out. Back out comes the two shielded Quagman. Last second, we invest in protection. The opponent tries to nuke us again through two shields. Let's go. We don't fall for it the second time, and we manage to take the dub. Moving on to the next one. Quagman into Reggie. Mud Bomb, not the strongest move. If you're the Shadow variant, you actually cleanly knock out with two Mud Bombs. The Tin Can is going to survive the second Mud Bomb just about. They are below half health, that is because of the residual Mud shots. We farm up, fire off the Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb won't quite knock out. Let's see if the opponent invests in Protect Shield. They do not. We then look to snipe with Beedrill. We get the snipe. The opponent then sends out the bulky Vulture Mandibuzz. This is the Snarl variant. This is actually a pretty neutral matchup for Beedrill. We are weak to flying, however you can see Aerial Ace is a move I call Aerial Ass because it's got pathetic damage output. Beedrill also hits for neutral with the X-Scissors. Speaking of which, we had the next X-Scissor, however we opted not to throw. I'm unsure if that's intentional. Perhaps Place Your Wagers didn't want to get Snarl farmed down. I personally would have thrown the charge move because the opponent still got two Protect Shields. We perhaps could have forced one. However, let's see what we're cooking up. We shield up the Aerial Ace. The opponent sends out Poliwrath, which is now switch locked into a loaded Golbat, a very questionable play. The opponent also shields up the first Poison Fang, which you never want to do. The opponent then tanks the second. We can easily shield this up, commit to the full wing attack farm down. It's now going to be 2 versus 1 in the end game. A pretty healthy Golbat with residual energy and Quagman versus this low health Mandibuzz as we fire off the Poison Fang, forcing the final Protect Shield. We then make the catch back onto Quagman, and that should seal the opponent's fate. Quagman withstands the damage, reaches the Mud Bomb. Mud Bomb is resisted, but Mandibuzz running out of HP. Mud Bomb doesn't knock out. We don't manage to Mud Shot farm down, but the opponent dumps the remainder of their energy, and one wing attack is enough to take that game. In the next battle, we lead the Quagman into a Alolan Sandslash of the Shadow variant. Mud Bomb, not the best move, but going to hit for a lot of damage to the Glassy Sonic the Hedgehog. The opponent fires off the Ice Punch. The opponent stays in, so we're going to force a protection with the Mud Bomb. The opponent does give us that protection, then send out Steelix. Trainer, you're so weak to ground. Not only ground, you're so weak to counter, and Metachan is on a lot of teams, despite us not seeing it that much in this video. The opponent fires off the Breaking Swipe. Quagman withstands the damage, fires off the next Mud Bomb. This is 2-stage debuff, so it doesn't knock out. We then see the aggressive pivot into Beedril. I really like this play because these poison jabs are triple resisted, which means we're going to get a huge amount of energy together. We don't actually commit to the poison jab farm down. We opt to throw the X-Scissor. I think I personally would have committed to it, even if we're forced to shield. The next Breaking Swipe would leave with double Drill Run, which would definitely threaten the remaining shield off the opponent. Instead, we shield up the Ice Punch. We do get off our Drill Run. Drill Run, even double debuff, probably knocks out. The opponent invests that final Protect Shield. We then send in Golbat. We then make another savage catch, stay in school kids, and learns a count. We catch the Ice Punch, back onto Quagman, back in. Comes Golbat. Does the opponent make a catch? I don't believe so. So Shadow Ball does secure the knockout. The opponent's final Pokemon is Charjabug. Look at the Volt Switch damage. Golbat getting torn apart. We go for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball rocks him into the red. It's Wing Attack versus Volt Switch, and Charjabug holds strong and takes the dub. GG's to that opponent. Quagman into another Shadow Alolan Sandslash. Time for redemption. Place Your Wagers lost the last battle. This opponent attempts to catch the Mud Bomb onto a Azumarill. Place Your Wagers says not today, trainer, and responds with Beedrill. Again, we found ourselves an Ice Beam variant. We shield up the Ice Beam. Place Your Wagers farms up, looking to get off the back-to-back drill runs like we did in the previous battle. The first drill run goes unshielded, back out comes Alolan Sandslash, and we're going for a cheeky masturbating session. Place Your Wagers kills a poor defenseless cat, but we do force a Protect Shield back. That might actually be a very good bait, as we just received the energy for the drill run. The opponent at the back-to-back Ice Punch, but Beedrill with the higher attack, 127 versus 116 for those of you wondering. Not only do we force the final Protect Shield, the opponent dumps the remainder of their energy. They pivot out into Sableye, and we respond with Golbat. This is a pretty good matchup in the Zero Shields. We tank the foul play, we then overfarm, fire off the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball going to land for huge neutral damage, the opponent just about to survive. We get the Mud Shot farm down, back out, comes Sandslash, and Sandslash about to eat a Mud Bomb to the face. GG's, and thanks for playing. You can see by the huge amount of lag, the opponent has forced closed the app, but Place Your Wagers gets his redemption, beating the Alolan Sandslash lead. In the next battle, we'll lead Quagmire into Dugong. Another matchup where that rock type coverage comes in clutch. Place Your Wagers farms up, full sends it, does the opponent respect the damage? Of course they do. These annoying debuff users love to shield the first move. We don't have to shield the Icy Wind, you can see it doesn't do all that much damage. Place Your Wagers stays in, fires off Stone Edge, number 2 even debuffed. It gets Dugong below half health. Quagmire pretty tick, able to withstand the next Icy Wind, but it does leave us low, so we see the instant pivot into Beedril, and Beedril going to go straight for the X-Scissor. X-Scissor will be secure on the knockout or forcing the final protection. The opponent lets it go and send out Frostlass. Frostlass going to be able to outpace to the Avalanche. We've got 2 Protect Shield, and Golbat definitely don't want to see this, so we invest our first Protect Shield here. Place Your Wagers then going for a very risky bait. Oh, is this going to land? Holy smokes, Place Your Wagers is the best master baiter in the world. However, we then fire off yet another X-Scissor, and I've got no idea why, as we had the drill run banked. Okay, I'll let you cook, Place Your Wagers. We send in the Quagmire, we get Powder Snow farm down. What is going on? Place Your Wagers getting given a very nice get out of jail free card as the opponent has Charmalola and Ninetales in the back. We fire off the Poison Fang, which isn't lethal, but we still have 1 Protect Shield. We shield up the Weather Wall, commit to the Wing Attack farm down. Back out comes Frostlass, we fire off the Poison Fang, and we're going to kill this Frostlass only using resisted charge moves and take the dub. And that is going to draw to a close today's showcase. Huge shout out to Place Your Wagers for some very fun battles using one of my favourite strategies. I think these Shadow Poison types are so underrated in this meta. There's so many counter users, so many dark types, and I think they're just phenomenal. So if you're struggling in Go Battle League, give these a try for yourself. So enjoying the content, smash that like button if you're new, consider subscribing if you like your battles featured on my channel. A link to my battle submission form is down below, and as always, a huge thank you to everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.